EmceeTV.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve. You watching EmceeTV The Podcast, and we back on YouTube, baby. What's poppin', Ray?
What it don't do, this your boy Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the west coast, but, you know.
We're back on YouTube, bro. How you feeling?
It feels great to be back on YouTube. YouTube was my first love.
You know what I mean? I fuck with it big time. Fuck with it the long way, as they say.
Yeah. I did enjoy Instagram, though. Instagram was dope because on Instagram, I felt like we had stars jumping in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like famous people and shit.
This is true.
Facebook, it was a lot of local, which is beautiful, but it was a lot of local people and our people that we know and shit. And, you know, you have some out-of-towner friends that we know as well, but
yeah,
good experiences all the way around.
I was going to say, we've been in a lot of different places. We've had a lot of different people with us.
Yeah. What platform would you say was your favorite out of the three?
I mean, it's hard to not like all the reactions and the love we got on Facebook. You know what I mean? We actually, you know, not to say we didn't know some of these people on YouTube, but the fact that we knew a lot of these people, almost damn near all of these people that we was messing with on Facebook. You know what I mean? Whereas YouTube, maybe you know some of them, maybe you don't. You know?
Right.
So that's a different vibe. But yeah. It's I'm feeling good though. You know what I mean? I'm happy. I'm feeling good. Yeah. I got a little warning from YouTube on here, but it just said our bit rate is a little low right now. But I think we're cool. I think we're good. I'm feeling all right.
So what'd you do for dinner tonight, man?
You know, I had me some shrimp. I had a little pork loin, a piece of prime rib, and what the fuck else did I have? And some cheesy potatoes.
That shit sounds dope.
It was good. I felt like it was horrible for me, but it was good.
Shit, we did. The wife air fried some chicken, did some mashed potatoes, and then had some leftover spaghetti with that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, put some shit together and make a smack plate. You did?
Hell yeah, I fuck with it. We look good on YouTube. I'm watching us. It looked good. So, yeah, man. You know, it's important to be able to get that little family time. That's about the only time I get to kick it with the wife and kids. Just because everybody got they you know, my son goes to basketball, my daughter goes to soccer, my wife goes to work, I go to work. Everybody's always somewhere hustling and bustling. So dinner is about the time we get to sit back and kick it for a hot minute, catch up on what everybody's got going on, and then we go our separate ways after that again. But,
yeah, shit, our shit's been hectic too, man, lately, because now the kids, you know, their activities are starting. You know, I work first shift, my wife works second shift. So after school, we got fucking flag football practices, we got soccer practices, we got orchestra, you know, so. But, you know, shit, those activities build character and shit, and, you know, it keeps them busy. You know, you want to see them active and, you know, meet new people and shit like that.
For sure.
So,
yeah. I think it's good for the little people to stay busy. You know what I mean? It's good for them. It's good for the parents. You know what I mean? It works out well for everybody. It helps build strong little minds and, you know, keeps them out of trouble. I'd had a lot of idle hands and found myself in a lot of trouble with that shit.
I hear you. Shit. Let's talk NBA. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of my favorite Cavaliers. Right
now. I feel like the Cavaliers just went home. The Indiana Pacers and Tyrese Halliburton.
Are you not a Pacers guy? I mean, I'm sorry. Are you not a Cavs fan?
No, they don't do nothing for me. I don't have nothing against them.
Okay, you're just not really a fan.
Yeah, I don't care about. I'm only a fan of one team.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's the Lakers.
yeah. We don't do all that multiple team shit and got love for this and that. Like, I don't hate. I don't hate other. There's only a few teams I hate, but if I don't hate them, I don't got no. I don't feel nothing towards them.
Okay, and Boston is the one that you don't fuck with, right?
Boston, I
Boston,
fucking hate Boston.
Boston fucking George.
They're
George,
about to go home. Yeah, they about to go home too.
you think the Knicks gonna put a nail in the coffin on them?
Yeah, I do because unfortunately Tatum is hurt. He just tore his Achilles. And I think he put up 41 or 43, some shit like that in that same game. So you lose that many points, a performer and a scorer like that, and you're already with him. You're already down 3-1.
Yeah.
Shit. Hey, and I don't like to see nobody get hurt. Even if it is a Celtic. I hate the Celtics, but I would never want to see nobody on the Celtics get injured and then the Lakers take the win that way. I want to beat you at full speed. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have your best playing at their best while we beat you. If your best gets hurt and we win, like there's no love in that. And like I said, I don't want to see any competitor hurt anyway from no team.
I feel you. Yeah, I don't want to win that way. I want to win, but not like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Let me go ahead and get it on my own merits.
Yeah, ain't no honor in that shit, So prayers to Tatum, man, out there in Boston, the Celtics. He was playing his ass off. I didn't even like to say it out loud, but I had the Celtics, going for the repeat, winning it all.
I thought there might have been a good chance of it too.
Yeah, and I know the New York Knicks. I mean that fan base, they don't even know how to act right now. If they don't let New York go to the finals, dog. They're gonna riot on the East Coast, homie. It's been that long.
Yeah, it's been a long minute since they got up in there.
It was like 85, probably before that. Shit.
Yeah. Man, it's an interesting series because, I mean, you remove one crucial player like that, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, you know what I mean? This changes the dynamic a lot.
Yeah, and we talk crucial player that takes you into the Warriors and Timberwolves with no Steph Curry.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild one if he's not able to come back until. I mean, they're saying Game 6, and potentially
they're down 3-1, man.
Yeah, it could potentially end before that.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, as excited as I want to be, you know what I mean. I am, you know what I mean. I'm not even gonna lie.
Absolutely. You should be.
Yeah, my dudes are doing their thing, but at the same time, like, yeah, I wouldn't wish any hurt on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal player that does a lot for the game, and he's a stand-up guy. You know what I mean? Like, some of them dudes are awesome on the court, but maybe not the best person or whatever. But I've heard nothing but good things about Steph Curry, you know what I mean, and his character and all that. So, definitely wouldn't wish any harm against him.
I have to say that I want the Timberwolves to win that series because
My God.
The Warriors is a team that I do not like. I'm not a Warriors guy. I'm not a Celtics guy, and I don't like the Clippers. Sacramento, I'll let Sacramento live, but if them Clippers, those Warriors, and those Celtics,
He was disgusted.
It's just nasty. It's nasty work, my guy. It's nasty work.
Well, yeah, Wednesday they're back at it again, I believe. Getting it down between the Timberwolves, my dudes Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, big Julius Randle. Julius Randle has really been holding it down again, I'll say I've said this a handful of times. I have really come around to liking him. He put up 31 points in the last game, had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, played 41 minutes. He played the most out of all the team. And really came through and was doing his damn thing. You know, it just, not to mention he even signed some cards for me at the last game. Like, I'm liking this dude. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't sure about him in the beginning, but now I'm like, you know what? I like Julius Randle.
I bet. No, he had a tremendous series against the Lakers as well. You know, probably one of his best series. You know, so he stepped his game up. He's definitely not known to play well in the playoffs, and he's shattering that this year. So that's good for him.
Yep, I heard an analyst on ESPN last night after the game say that last night, yeah, it was last night. They said that he had been out last year with injuries, and so this is a whole new Julius Randle that they're seeing now. And prior to that, he was with you guys, right? Wasn't he with the Lakers?
No, he came from the Knicks.
Yeah, he was with the Knicks, and then prior to that, he was with the Lakers.
Did he go to? Did we send him to New York? I don't know.
I could be wrong on that, but I believe I could have swore you or somebody told me that he used to be on the Lakers team.
No, he definitely was, but I'm trying to think if he went from the Lakers to New York.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I feel like there was a stop even before that, like maybe the Pelicans. I don't remember.
Okay,
but we drafted him, so yeah, he's a Laker.
Oh, he came fresh out of college to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
He played with Kobe.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's interesting.
Did he? Yeah, I felt like he did. I feel like he was there with Kobe.
I'm looking at his stuff right here. That's who he played against. I don't know how to find who all he played for. I see his most recent games. Either way, Julius Randle was on fire, putting up big numbers last night, boxing dudes out. It was very impressive. Denver and OKC are at it right now. I think that.
Looks like I don't mean to cut you off. He came in the 2014 season. So yeah, 2014, 2015 was his rookie season with the Lakers. We had him for 4 years, and I'm right. He did go to the Pelicans after the Lakers. He went to the Pelicans for 1 year. Then he went to the Knicks. Now he's in his first year with the Timberwolves.
Yeah. 6'9", 250 pounds. He's a big man.
Yeah, I liked him, man. I liked the Julius Randle for sure. I did, but I know the Lakers, just the type of franchise we were. We're not patient with our young guys. You know, we always pair our young guys up and then trade them for the superstar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Watch, we're gonna get ready to trade Austin Reeves' ass. Watch.
Not AR-15.
Yeah, he fucked up in the playoffs. The Laker way is, well, you're still young, you're still valuable. Get him out of there.
We get what we can out of him while he's still valuable, huh?
I'm telling you, boy, we don't know how to build for shit. We just go all after vets and superstars.
All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Let's get into some hip hop here real quick. Man, this is we was talking about this a little bit off camera, but rapper Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times in a California prison attack, according to the BBC. It says rapper Tory Lanez, has been rushed to hospital after he was stabbed 14 times in California prison. The Canadian hip hop artist was attacked by another inmate on Monday morning in a housing unit at the California Correctional Institution in Tehachapi, about 75 miles north of Los Angeles, prison officials told BBC. The 32-year-old rapper suffered wounds across his body, causing both of his lungs to collapse, according to a post on his Instagram account. Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, is serving a 10-year prison sentence for shooting fellow musicians Megan Thee Stallion in 2020. The Star's Instagram post said that He was stabbed in the back, torso, head, and face. He was temporarily placed on breathing apparatus, but is now able to breathe on his own. The Instagram post adds. Despite being in pain, he is talking normally, in good spirits, and deeply thankful to God that he is pulling through the post. The post said. The attack happened around 7:20 local time, said Pedro Calderon, Michael of State Correctional Department. Prison staff began first aid before Lanes was taken to a local medical facility for further treatment. It doesn't sound good, man. That's a severe attack. He got stabbed 14 times. It's gonna be a whole new. It's gonna be a whole different perspective Tory Lanez is gonna have on life.
I mean, it's one or three things. You owe somebody wanted you whacked, or some gang politics.
Yeah. A handful of different musicians have commented on it. I think Whack 100 had a take on it. Freddie Gibbs said somebody was trying to send you to the man upstairs. Undoubtedly.
No shit.
Yeah.
He only stabbed him 14 times, Fred. No shit. That's what he tried to do.
I think there was a couple other people that had some takes on it too. I mean, it's a bad situation altogether. You don't wish that on anybody. But apparently they've identified an inmate that they suspect did it. I imagine that I imagine he was covered in blood. There's probably not too many questions about it, but
man, I ain't never been to prison, but if I were to go, if I ever did go, being around people that have been there, I feel like I would mind my business.
Without a doubt. Keep your head up and your mouth closed. That's all you can do.
Mind my business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shit. I didn't do shit.
All I'm trying to do is work out, sleep, and eat. You dig? And read this book.
Yeah. I don't need to be in anybody's pocket. I don't need anybody in my pocket.
I don't want nothing from nobody, no loans. I ain't gambling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing none of that shit, though.
Yeah. I'm on that same ticket, bro. It's it's sad to see it. I'm sure that there'll be some more information as things unfold. But he's only been in there for a little minute. For him to get cut up like this, that's got to be. I mean, that's he got 7 more years, 6 more years, whatever the hell, you know what I mean? Like, that's got to be devastating.
Yeah, man. And like I said, ain't no telling what cut he's into. You can only hope that you're putting in good energy, putting out good energy. You know what I'm sizzling? And prayers to him. Fortunately, he didn't lose his life. But ultimately, man, we don't know these people. Man, we don't know these fucking celebrities, man.
No.
He could be a piece of shit human. We don't know, but
yeah. 10 years over a toe too. That's wild.
And then some people still say to this day that she never was shot.
Right, that he didn't do it. Yeah.
Like they say that it was a laceration. She stepped on a piece of glass or some shit. So I don't know.
It's crazy. Yeah. So apparently on a Twitter post, it was going off, and there was some discussions, and some people were saying, "Damn, look out for Tory Lanez, prayers, all that stuff." And then some Megan Thee Stallion fans jumped in there and were like, "He deserves what he got, this and that." You know what I mean? There was no love for Tory Lanez on the Twitter. X as it's now called.
You got it right. It's Twitter. But hey, in other hip hop news, Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us" becomes only the 5th rap song in history to spend a full year on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. This comes in via Twitter. It's the first solo male rap song to achieve this since Trap Queen in 2015 by Fetty Wap.
That's exciting, bro. That's exciting. Congrats to
Free
Kendrick,
the Wobster, man. Free the Wobster.
That's exciting as fuck for Kendrick, man. You know what I mean? Like, he's out there just really hitting a full stride right now, just doing phenomenal, and it's exciting as could be to see his success. You know what I mean? See him getting his flowers while he's out there grinding it out.
Yeah, congratulations to Kendrick and everybody involved in making that record happen. You know, records like that seem like you got a whole team around you that made that type of shit happen.
Yeah,
Everybody gets credit when a record is that big and shit. You know, the motherfucking company that provided the paper for the lyrics gets mentioned and shit, you know. Shout out Papermate.
holla at number 2 because they did for you.
Yeah, you know, talking about shit. And without Domino's Pizza, he would have never had the energy to continue to record this song.
I'd like to thank Folgers Coffee for them
You
late,
know what I'm saying?
late nights.
Everybody get
Studio.
credit. And you don't even want to see the credits for Not Like Us. Motherfuckers on there you ain't never dreamed of.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, man, that's exciting as could be. You know, I think he's still out there tearing it up on his tour right now. Um, there we go. I was trying to pull up the dates and see if he's still rocking. I'm sure he is. I think he had 60 or so some dates on that.
Gosh.
Yeah, just sold out football
Yeah.
arenas, bro. Just mega stuff going down.
Like, I'll do about 20 dates and I'll be like, you know what? I think we good, dog. I think we got the bag, you know, like
We've
shit.
given them all we can give them.
Yeah, man, ain't no sense in doing 40 more of this.
I think enough people have seen me. If
You
they
know what I'm
haven't,
saying?
you know, we can get them a video. Nah, man, you know he's out there like shit. Let's ask for more dates. Let's keep this motherfucker going.
let's just send them all a vinyl, and we did our job, man.
I was looking at vinyl, so we got a new record we're going to drop here real soon. It is A Field of Dreamers. We're talking about release schedules and things like that Ray and I are planning out right now. So we got something real nice and polished and put together and looking good when we bring it to y'all. And I'm really looking forward to maybe doing some vinyl. So I was back researching it again today while I was at the crib, working on some topics and editing some videos and putting some stuff together for Ray. And I'm looking at different. Drop us a comment below if you guys have got some vinyl in the past. Let us know what you think. But who's got the best deals? Who's the best to go to? Who delivers a solid product? But I'm excited, man. I think we need to do some vinyl, even if we can only press up 100, 150, 300, whatever it is. You know what I mean? I was looking at 300 of them for like $2,000 today, which is it. $2,000 is a big investment, but when you get 300 vinyl, you know what I mean? That feels good. You know what I mean? And right now, because they had the whole tariff thing going on and whatnot, there's no tariffs right now. They've all been suspended. So the cool thing would be if we bought these vinyl, say today, they would be tariff free. So that's a big chunk of money extra we would have to pay. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at the pros and cons. I got a spreadsheet going. I'm grinding numbers. I'm doing the accounting back paperwork side of this shit, and I'm trying to find us the best deal I can get us, bro. Talking to people.
Shout out Donald the Con Trump.
Nah, I wouldn't give him no love because he was the one who put the tariffs on in the first place. I'm just saying, as of now, there are no tariffs. But next week, I cannot say. I cannot.
Right.
Who knows what the fuck happening next week?
A Field of Dreamers, man. I'm very excited for this. It's an all-star lineup. The mix is very clean. You get boom bap rap, authentic hip hop sounding, you know what I'm saying, music. And then you even get a little rapidy rap sprinkled in there, you know what I'm saying, with some Iowa rap, you know. So
talk about a long list of I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just want to slide
you good.
A long list of who's who and thank yous and everybody that contributed, from the musicians to the the mixing and mastering to the sound
Yeah,
engineers to the recording studio engineers to the all of that. A little bit of Bush Light.
yeah, man. And everybody just man, when I reached out to everybody to do the work, and man, everybody just came together like that. It was zero hesitation. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that, and I appreciate the respect shown and given. It's mutual. You
Yeah,
know, and everybody came together for your boy on this project. So I love that. They
it's a
shine for us.
it's an all-star cast. I don't know if it's my favorite just because it was the first one we did together.
Yeah,
But it does lean a little more towards my boom bap side, and I love that. You know what I mean? That's my favorite. Um, and but just the lyricism over the beats, the professionalism. You know what I mean? Everybody came in with their A game. You can tell nobody just mailed it in. You know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers took it serious.
yeah. There is, like I said, there's actually some rapidy rap on there. It's not just Iowa rap. Like there's some next level rhyming on there. Like
Real
your
talk.
Aeon Grace Aeon Gray came on that motherfucker, and you think he was still fully active. Like
Trip,
didn't even miss a beat type shit.
Trip Shelton in there grinding the gears.
Trip Shelton, he's active. He's about to drop a new project on the 17th. I want to say his new album drops.
That's dope.
Him and LG Dupree's about to drop some shit.
Hell yeah. Trip might be in his prime right now because the last couple of tracks I've heard from him, I'm just like, damn, on another level.
Dog, it's stupid, man. It really is. It really is. And the funny part is, like anybody with skills in Des Moines, they all say the same thing. Like they all respect his lyricalness and
Yeah.
music. You know what I'm saying? He's like that. He's one of them guys. He's arguably the best rhymer in Iowa. So
Yeah. So that brings me to another topic we got here. OG Snoop Dogg dropped a surprise gospel record. I did look it up though. By the way, on a side note, Kendrick is touring all the way into August 9th in Stockholm, Sweden. So he's gonna be on the road for a minute.
not a good look.
Kendrick is on the road for a minute. But in other news,
I want to go home.
OG Snoop Dogg dropped a surprise record, a gospel record, I guess. I didn't even catch this one. Did you hear about it?
Yes.
Okay, it's supposed to be a dedication to his mom, I guess. And so, but he did a gospel record, and I'm just gonna get into the story so I don't miss any details. It says Snoop Dogg announces surprise album. Is it a crime? Hot new hip hop. It says Snoop Dogg has been on a tear as of lately. He released a gospel album last month dedicated to his late mother. Snoop Dogg is definitely living up to his prolific standards this year. So far, the West Coast icon has already put one project out on April 27th. The Death Row Records CEO put out another gospel record titled Altar Call, which he deemed another chapter out of the Bible of love. It was an extra special release for Snoop Dogg as well, as he dedicated it to his late mother, Beverly Tate. She tragically passed on October 24th, 2021. The spirit of my mother forever will live with me, he said, while speaking on Altar's Call Inspiration. This album is a reflection of what she taught me, to use my voice and my platform to spread love and heal the world. However, this wasn't a Snoop Dogg only release. It was a Death Row compilation tape with 21 songs with performances from October London, Charlie Be Real, Jamie Foxx, Jazzy Faye, and many more. But even though we were only 3 weeks removed from Altar Call, the 53-year-old is not finished in 2025. In fact, he's got another album dropping in about 36 hours at the time of this writing. And I grabbed this article this afternoon. Snoop Dogg made this grand reveal on Access Hollywood earlier today, and it's going to be another big tape. It will boast another 21 tracks and feature a bigger cast, arguably. That's exciting, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, shit. You don't sound so good on this one. I thought Snoop Dogg was your guy, bro.
And he is. Man. Snoopy's bored, dog. He's bored.
He sounds like he been working so much he ain't got time to be bored, bro.
He's bored, man.
You think
I
so?
don't know.
Man, I feel like he's another one that's out there grinding and getting it in.
The work ethic is beautiful. I admire that. I'm obligated to check it out, regardless of how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Just because of who he is and what he means to me.
And what he's done for the culture, for sure.
Yeah. Me and Snoopy, we're like that. So I'm forced to check it out. I'll always tap in on what he's doing, you know. But sometimes it's just like, to me, it's like you're just doing too much. Like you got all types of album, country album, reggae album, gospel album, gangster album, shit, R&B album. Like, man, just. I mean, but I get it though. You know, ultimately to stay relevant, you got to reinvent yourself and you got to evolve. So. Yeah. It makes sense, and everybody can't accomplish that and be successful at it. So he's commended for that. But you know, sometimes I just want Snoopy to be Snoopy.
I mean, I'm excited for it. You know, I think it's cool to see this West Coast coming back and really taking the main stage and flexing. You know, I've seen a lot of dope music coming from Exhibit lately. You know, the new Kendrick stuff he's dropping. I mean, they're saying Dr. Dre's supposed to be coming with some mega hits.
Oh, fuck. So here we go.
I'm feeling like this Up in Smoke 2025 tour is gearing up. I'm gonna speak it into existence. I'm gonna be out here still fucking banging this drum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So. We're surely we're not talking about Detox.
No. I'm talking about. I mean, he got all sorts of new shit. I think he's supposed to be coming, bro.
Okay.
I think he detoxified. He detoxified.
Okay. Let me know. Shit.
We got a handful of people up in here watching with us right now. I think there's a good handful. Drop us a comment below. Let us know who's watching. Right now, me and Ray just talking about OG Snoop Dogg and his new release. It's Tuesday, about 10 o'clock Central Time. We just chatting, you know what I mean? We catching up. We ain't been on YouTube in a while, and so we just out here stretching our legs a little bit. We ain't gonna be on here too much longer, but we definitely wanted to tap in with y'all because YouTube is where it all started, and we back on YouTube now. So.
And with that being said, on YouTube today, the official music video from Kansas City's own Tech-9, This I Know, featuring Kevin Church Johnson, already hit 1 million plus views since its release 4 days ago.
Yo, that motherfucker slaps.
Yeah, I enjoy that one right there. You know what I'm saying? This album, man, hey, like I said, this album right here is dedicated to the hood. You know, they said this is the album that the black folks want them to come gangster.
5816 Forest is gonna be masterpiece, bro. Everything I've heard so far on it is like it's got me going damn.
Yeah, so I'm excited to hear it. You know, I pre-ordered it. You know, I got the CD and I got the motherfucking the custom vinyl autograph. You know, so.
Yeah, I did the same. This was one not to be missed. You know, I felt bad that I missed him when he came to town. I was going to try and get over there and go see him. I was going to pull up in the red Impala and slide through and say what's up to my dog, but it did not happen. But I'm going to try and get out there and see him this year. Tech has been so monumental in my career, and you know, I need my fix of some live Tech-9. You know what I mean? Life happens. I've been busy as fuck, and I ain't got a chance to see it lately. And I need some Tech-9 in my life, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, it's been a while. You know, I've been to hella shows, but it's been a while. I don't even remember the last one I've been to. I think I've been to one since he hasn't been fucking with Cali.
Okay. I went to a couple of them since Calico left the label.
Yeah,
but you know, there's a lot of people talking right now trying to get him back together and see if maybe Calico doesn't do something with him. You know what I mean? Maybe just a single or whatever. Like he ain't probably going back to the label, but he may do a guest appearance on an album. Who knows? He might be on 5816 for us. It might be a sneaky track coming through.
You heard rumors of it?
No, shit. If I did, I damn sure wouldn't say nothing. Travis would be
Right.
blowing up from Travis O'Gwen right now.
I feel like
we get
I
Popper
feel
on here.
like
We'll ask the Popper.
I feel like for the fans that would be good, but for Cali, it's like, why go backwards? I feel like you've gotten every single thing you could possibly get out of the Tech Nine and Strange music relationship. If you go back and do anything else now, it's just you're not touching anybody new. You're feeding the people that have already been touched. It's a fan base that's already there for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's okay.
In other words, there's no growth in it. There's no growth in it. You're going backwards. You're doing what you've already done.
There's a certain amount of truth to that, but what about the new viewers that are showing up at a show? Like if they perform together or whatever, or there's always new faces at a show.
That's true. There's new faces at a show. You're right, but
I'm not trying to debate it with you or anything. I'm just saying,
No. You are right. There is definitely new faces at a show.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just speaking from a career standpoint. I don't
know.
It seems like you got away from that because you said, you wanted to grow. You know what I'm saying? But now you go back. I don't know. It seems kind of, oxymoronic.
It's just brought up a thought in my head, and being the guy that's newly into the sports thing, I got to throw this one at you, Ray. Has there been a player? So I'm thinking about this Calico and Tech Nine relationship in terms of like a sports analogy, right? Has there been a player that was like, say, playing for the Lakers, and then they got traded to plug in a team, the Knicks, Bulls, whatever, right? And then they're like, all right, I moved on. You know what I mean? Like I had to deal with that. Those were my guys, but I left, and then they get traded back. Has that ever happened? I'm sure it's had to have happened, right?
Yeah. It's happened. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good story, because fan base like to have you back, especially if you come back balling.
Right.
So like I said initially, I think it's great for the fans. That's what the fans want to see.
Right.
Did
that ever happen for any mega players? Like did you? I guess maybe Jordan did that, huh?
LeBron
LeBron
got drafted by Cleveland, and then he left to Miami, and then went back to Cleveland and won the first championship in franchise history.
Okay.
So that's one of the big memorable ones for me right there. Then Dwayne Wade did it. He was a Miami Heat, won 3-4 rings with them motherfuckers. Then he went to the Bulls.
Shout out to the homie Recognized Game. He said Gary Payton Jr. ended up back on Golden State.
You know what I'm saying? But that motherfucker, D Wade, he went to the Bulls and then came back to the Heat,
Okay.
Shit. So it's been done.
Yeah.
It's been done. But I feel like the most memorable one is King James, because he bought the gold to Cleveland for the first time. That shit was crazy. And then the fashion they won, they beat a Golden State team. You know what I'm saying? Came back down 1-3.
You're really getting at the Golden State Warriors tonight, aren't you?
Hey, when it's fuck them, it's fuck them.
Ain't no love for the other side. Oh, fuck, I love it. Hey, Recognized Game, I appreciate you chiming in with us, bro, and jumping on and watching the show with us tonight. It's been a minute since we've been on YouTube, so it's nice to see everybody's out there watching and chiming in and participating. So, it makes it that much more fun for us to do the show when we see folks actually contributing and being part of the show with us. He said those guys were free agents, though. Don't know if it's happened with a superstar getting traded back. Okay, I'm not hip enough on the sports scene to know that all, but that is dope.
Right.
So in other news, we better get back to the hip hop. I feel a little more comfortable in that realm. I'm out here in deep water in the sports shit, and I don't I don't know enough to keep my head above water. Um, 50 Cent makes it clear he has no gang ties by distancing himself from embattled G Unit MC. This comes in from Hot New Hip Hop. It was kind of a dark set of topics today. Damn, I should have picked something a little more lighthearted. Uh, 50 Cent recently reacted to former G Unit rapper Bangum Smurf seeking asylum in the United Kingdom due to alleged gang threats in Trinidad. 50 Cent is a business mogul in many different areas at this point, so he has to keep a pretty clean image to get his deals to move along, but he's also still hip hop through and through, which makes some of his past G Unit affiliations difficult to handle. For example, on Sunday, May 11th, the Queen's MC had to address a situation involving one of his collective's former colleagues, Bangum Smurf. Per all hip allhiphop.com, British tabloid The Sun brought 50 up when discussing Smurf's asylum case in the United Kingdom. Bangum claimed he was receiving many gang threats in Thailand and wants to hide out in the UK. The government is currently reviewing his asylum request. In the meantime, the former G Unit member is reportedly residing in a government funded hotel, which became a huge controversy due to the nation's strict immigration laws. Amid all this drama and context, 50 wants nothing to do with it. He took to Instagram to briefly address the matter, along with a screenshot of the Sun's coverage. Quote, I haven't spoken to this guy in 23 years. I hate that my name's attached to this. I in no way have any association or connection to gangs. Quote, Fifth captioned his social media post. Quote, I am not gang gang. And to you tough guys, happy Mother's Day. Quote.
I remember Bangum Smurf.
I do too.
Who's the other guy he used to run with? Denomination or some shit. What was that fool's name? There used to be like two of them, and they had like I forgot what they called themselves, but they was going hard on 50 Cent's ass.
Yeah, 50 had a lot of different characters that ran with him for a while there. They had that dude, Hot Rod Carnegie, that was a Wells Fargo rep when they had the whole beef with oh shit. Recognized game is the homie Evan Bradfield. Shout out to Evan. That's my guy. My Taekwondo sensei is up in here as well, Mr. Boone. So shout out to him. I appreciate him jumping on and watching the pod with us tonight. Much respect. We just got done doing Taekwondo together. Yeah, man, there was a handful of folks that were affiliated with G Unit. I just heard a hot new track from Young Buck today. It just came out a couple days ago. Buck has been in the news lately for more IRS, bad situations than anything. But this new music from Buck was dope. It was Vinny Paz and Buck off of Vinny's new album, and it was hard, bro. It was. I'll have to send it to you when we jump off. But it was very fresh. I was fucking with it. It was old school Buck out there talking about choppers and just gritty as could be. But yeah, 50 was one of them dudes that, I mean, he was, last time I saw him a year ago, 2 years ago, he was running with Uncle Murder. And if your name is Uncle Murder, you probably, you know what I mean? Like,
you're probably a nice guy.
I'm saying you probably got some kind of affiliations with somebody.
You're probably a nice guy. You volunteer to read at the library on weekends.
Serving plates at the food shelter.
Of course.
Yes. We might skip that last one just because it got kind of grim.
Yeah, I have to get ready to get up out of here anyway, my boy.
Yeah, I got an early morning myself. My sensei, Mr. Boone, up in here with me. He worked me out so hard, bro. I hadn't been to class in a while because I've been doing all this soccer stuff, bro. I was up in there with the high kicks and shit tonight. These legs don't kick like they used to. I'm hurting. I need a long, tall glass of water to recuperate before Thursday, bro. But I'm going to be back.
Kick his ass, Mr. Boone. Kick his ass.
I'm going to be back up in there. Ain't no tapping out in what we do. All right, man. I appreciate everybody watching with us tonight. We back home at the YouTube channel. Ray, I always appreciate having you on here with me, dog.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited to continue to build with you. We got a new record coming. I don't even know if we got a name for that one. I'm still sending them cuts here and there for it. He's writing. I'm banging out tracks. We got one coming at you, hot off the presses. Shout out to Explicit for mixing and mastering, making that motherfucker sound as crispy as it can be. And And shout out to the new track I got coming, man. I got something fresh coming with Big Ray West. Last time I teased it a little bit, but my man Hurricane already turned in his verse. Big Ray West already turned in his verse. Homie Tabo the Truth turned in his verse.
Oh man,
it's a real thing now. You know what I mean? We only waiting on one. The homie D-Loke the Gill God has been super busy. His new record, and so he's been working on that. But he's writing. He's in the lab cutting his track, I believe, tonight. So Motor Mouth coming soon.
That's tremendous. Motor Mouths. This man said D-Loke the Gill God. Hurricane from Kansas City. Tabo the Truth from Be Well in Omaha. And Big Ray West from the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast.
It's a hot lineup. You know what I mean? It's the real deal. That's the ticket right there, baby.
Hey, dog, that is kind of ignorant. I can't cap.
and for motherfuckers that have heard it, you've heard it. I sent it to Nuisance, and I sent it to Cap. And that's the only people that have heard it. What we have kind of cleaned up so far, it's far from perfect, but you're the only ones that have heard it. Everybody's been like, God damn.
That's ignorant.
This motherfucker's gonna be the real deal. So look out for that summer 2025. It's coming in the next month or so.
Yeah, it's called Motor Mouths.
The video we're shooting for it. And the whole it's gonna be nasty, y'all. It's gonna be nasty.
Yeah.
So until next time, this your boy, that motherfucker Steve. I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks.
Y'all get y'all a quart of oil and be ready for Motor Mouths.
Hell yeah. This your boy, that motherfucker Steve for EmceeTV. I appreciate y'all.
It's your boy Big Ray West, BIGG, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast. And they know.
We out, y'all. Peace.
Been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jump. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice won. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us, them moves ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that script and get the caking up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.
Big balls don't take